Hey, Adriana.
No. This is so weird.
Can you see the review?
Yeah. Wait, can you hear me? This is so weird.
It is weird, but yes, I can hear you. There's also a chat window. Some students prefer to open the chat window and mute the microphone. I'm okay either way, but it's just you and I. There's nobody else but you and I right
that's
now.
cool. I mean, low-key scary, but it's fine. Okay.
I know you would not believe, as not shy as I am one-on-one, the first few times I did this, I was mortified. I mean, literally frightened.
I know, and like I look disgusting right now, so I just covered it up because yeah, no, let's not.
Oh, I look so scary. But
Me too.
I will tell you, if you scroll across the top of the screen, let me close that. If you scroll.
Oh, yes, I could turn it off.
Yes. Do you see that?
Bless. Awesome.
Yes. Like if you go across the top of the screen, there's a little camera that shows up and you can do that and you can mute your microphone. That's where you do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would just show up like, well, what shows up there? That must be your profile picture for your Google Classroom.
Because I don't have any good pictures of myself, so yeah.
Any picture of you is going to be beautiful.
Aw, that's really nice. Okay.
But do you have questions, baby doll?
Let's see. I did it first.
You get extra credit just for showing up. So
that's good. So I didn't know that. I just came because I was confused. But I got a list.
I don't like to make a big announcement about it because, then just random people show up for no reason, which I'm always happy to hang out with my students. But, I don't, but I like to see people make the extra effort, and you've already emailed me and now you're here asking questions. I take all of that stuff into consideration when I'm grading. Always.
That's good because I don't want to fail. So
I don't really think that you need all the extra credit. I just want you to know that I keep it all in my mind.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'm down for that. Okay. So on number 3, I just in general forgot how to do this. I know, isn't it the diamond and the square thing?
Yes, it is. Let me get to it. When I get to it, I will only be able to hear your sweet voice. I can't hear anything if you text me. I mean, won't be able to see it.
Okay, well.
So number 3, yes, it is the diamond square thing. And then I showed another thing on Friday, and I'm kind of new with my stylus. So let me see how, oops, it went away. Oh Lord, please come back. Thank you. Let me see how we do with this. Here was another way. I'll try and do both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I did this little thing where I did these squares, and then we do 5 times -9.
Oh, I totally forgot how to do that. I was going to email you about it, but I was like, oh yeah, there's a math thingy, so.
And you can see that the stylus is not, I'm not good, or it's not good, or we're not good together. We're not a good pair. Does that look like a 45, sort of?
I mean, I can multiply 5 times 9, so I got it. It's all good.
Okay. All right. So you've got a -45 as the factors that we have to get. And so then I'm looking for 2 things that multiply that give me a -45. When added or combined, if you will, give me a +44. So I can see that I'm not going to have to go too far, because a +45 and a -40 and a -1 is going to give me a +44. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was really obvious. I understand.
On this particular one, it is, but it's not always, and it might not be on number 4 either. So, but we could go with that. And then I'm going to show you the new way,
Yeah.
which I'm just going to do 45 and 1. But we want this to be a positive and that to be a negative. So you make your sweet little parentheses. And I'm going to put my 45 over here. No, yes, over here. And that's a positive. And I'm going to put my -1 over here. And then I'm going to take my coefficient 5 and I'm going to divide each one of those by 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then this actually 45 divided by 5, which those don't look like 5s, but okay. That actually is an even consonant, right? Or constant, which is 9. So I am going to erase that then and put my 9. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Okay.
Oh, this is weird. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. Is it? But this other one does not make sense, really. Because I mean, unless we want fractions, and believe it or not, we really don't. So that one, instead of reducing it to what the division was, is I will simply move this 5 over here. So it will become 5x, and this one is x, and then I just erase that 5. So my factors will then be 5x minus 1, x plus 9. So if you were to FOIL that, then you should get, and I put x and it should have been n, my apologies.
That's okay.
Let me erase that.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember the newer version. That's really the only reason I had a question, because I was like, I know there's an easier way to do this. So
All right. Well, and that is the easier way to do it for sure.
mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think the students have found that it was less cumbersome perhaps than the Xbox Diamond method.
Yeah, I didn't really get why the Xbox part was like necessary, but I understand this a lot better.
Well, good, good. I do think it's less cumbersome, but the other one was just a way of maybe separating the factors
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. I think that's all that was. So, but I do think this is a little more straightforward. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, it seems like every year that I teach, there comes a new way that I'm shown how to factor, and I love that. I have countless ways compared to when I learned 35, 40 years ago, how to factor. And so I really love learning new ways, but this way is sweet. I like it.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah. How did you do on number 4, or have you tried it yet since we had
Well,
a new one?
since I didn't get the one before it, I just kind of skipped around.
Okay.
But because to be honest, I like it took a long time for me to even understand them. So like 90% of it. But I got most of it because I texted Alyssa and she kind of helped me out with some of it.
Okay.
But I think number 4, I'll understand like when I get there. What
Uh-huh.
about number 8? Because I just was not even there on that one.
Okay.
I think I went about it like all wrong.
Okay, solve each equation by factoring. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is get that right side to 0. So you're going to have to subtract both 7 from both sides. That'll be the first thing that you would do,
Mm-hmm.
because in order to factor, this side here has to be 0 right here. So I would subtract 7 from both sides. So then my equation would look something like this. Oh, my kids are about to come in from the. I'm on math lab again. Just warning you. Um, sorry. Okay, so then I'm going to be looking for two factors that, when multiplied together, would give me a positive 30. When combined, are going to give me a negative 11. So what I do know is, in order to get a positive to be multiplied, the numbers either have to be both positive or both negative. So in this case, they're both going to have to be negative, because the only way I can combine to get a negative 11 is if both factors are negative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would have the factor x minus 6, x minus 5 to be my factors. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when I factor that out. Then, in order to solve each by factoring, I have to set each factor individually equal to 0 to get the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. X. Whoops. Minus 6 equals 0. So x equals 6, and x minus, oops, I keep wanting to write an equal. Minus 5 equals 0. So x equals 5. So my answers are 6 and 5.
Okay. 1 second. I need to go get my glasses because yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Hey, I'm sorry. While you were away, I was bragging about you to my older kids.
Why would you brag about me?
Oh, I was telling them how cool you are.
Oh, okay. Usually it's the other way around. Usually, yeah, but
You're so sweet. But yeah. Can you say hello to them in Portuguese? Or is it
oh,
that much different?
it's just oi. I mean, I could say a different sentence. It usually sounds cooler in sentences.
Yeah. Say, they want you to say Zac Efron is cute.
Zac Efron é muito lindo.
One of them wants to kiss you on the forehead.
Okay, I'll accept it virtually. Thank you for that.
She said she accepted it virtually. Thank you. Okay.
They sound just like you.
Oh, they are. They're fun. They're loving. They're
I
fun.
meant their voices, but I'm sure personality-wise
Their
too.
voices. They sound.
Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, I could tell.
Oh wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's only semi mine.
Oh, well.
Her mom is my best friend. Here, Katie's calling me, and I'm on math class, so will you answer her? She's very nervous about the hurricane. I have to. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus! I have a daughter that lives in Sarasota, or a little town outside of Sarasota, and this is her first hurricane, and
Aw,
she's scared to death.
poor
So she's
thing.
been texting and calling all morning.
Oh, well, if you have to go, it's okay. I'm kind of
No,
understanding.
Brooke's taking care of it.
Oh, okay then.
She's trying to figure out if she wants to evacuate to here, but I have 3 siblings in Florida, so I've given them the heads up that she might be coming.
Well,
all right, so back to math.
okay.
Thank you for tolerating my craziness.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, the whole
Welcome
Portuguese
to my home.
thing always happens. It's all good. Yeah, the Portuguese thing always happens, so it's okay.
Okay. Well, it's fun and unusual and different even than Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like it more than Spanish.
You know,
I feel like it sounds like prettier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I've never thought about it. It is pretty. It's a romance language though anyway, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because it's Latin based. So
Yes. All right. Did that become clearer to you? Number 8?
yeah, that made more sense. So
Okay.
um, yeah, I understood that one, which honestly, I don't know if it was just that I was like completely exhausted when I first woke up or something, because all of this is a lot easier than I thought it was. So
Yeah, well, I think part of the fact is that we covered so much in chapter 1
I know.
that just being reminded of how we do each individual type of problem. And the reason why I did the review packet this way
Hmm.
was because virtually the test is exactly like this with different numbers, verbatim.
Awesome.
So, because there's just so much to be covered.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna have to study really hard then.
But if you use this packet and just go over each one, literally number 7 and 8 on the test will be solved each by factoring, except it'll be different numbers.
Okay, well, that's pretty easy. I
So
mean, hopefully. What about numbers 11 and 12? Hello?
I don't know if I lost her or not. Oh,
Hey, I'm back.
I'm sorry. Did I lose connection?
Yeah, but it's all good. I just joined all over again, so
Oh, okay. I
no
don't know what
worries.
happened.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
Okay.
What
On
about
11 and 12,
okay, awesome.
do you just want me to work them out? Is that
Yeah,
the best?
that would be great because I just feel like I need to see it in order to understand.
Okay. So we've got the quadratic formula, which is minus b, well, minus b plus or minus the square root, which that's supposed to be square root of a squared, right? Or b squared.
B squared.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm trying to write and think on this thing, which maybe if I make this fatter, it'll help. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
A,
I
C.
could see everything on your screen and you have a text box option. So maybe that
Yes.
would make the numbers easier. I don't know.
Yes. I don't know. We could try. I don't know. It's not allowing me to even make the text box now. I'll have
Okay,
to work with it.
it's all good.
Okay. 4AC over 2A. That's maybe making it a little fatter kind of helped.
Yeah, that's why I had to get my glasses. I was like, I think I'm either going blind or this is really thin.
Yeah, it is. Um, all right. And I'm going to have to erase that, but I just wanted to remind you of the quadratic formula. And
Yeah,
now,
Miss Wynn taught us the song, so
there you go.
yeah.
Um, And now I'm looking for space to write it. So my B is -1 because that's an assumed 1 coefficient. So the opposite of -1 is +1. And then plus or minus. And then B squared. So -1 squared. Wow. Minus 4. And then times 4. Times C is -5. All over 2 times 4. So then I have 1 plus or minus the square root of -1 squared is 1. And then minus 4 times 4 times -5 is going to give me a positive 80.
Mm-hmm.
All over 8. Because 2 times 4 is 8. So then I have 1 plus or minus the square root of 81. All over 8. And so then I have 1 plus or minus 9 all over 8.
Oh.
So then
okay.
I have 10 over 8, which then reduces to 5 over 4. And then I have -8 over 8, which then reduces to -1.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I just messed up my signs on that one.
Yes, and there's a lot of keeping up with signs for those. Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was like 1 minus 80, and then I got root 79 over 8, and then that just threw off the whole thing.
I got you. Okay. All right. I know I took that step by step by step, but sometimes seeing it like that when somebody else is working it out kind of helps, you know?
Oh yeah, it's a lot better to be thorough with me.
Yeah. So I go through each individual step as much as I possibly can in order for clarification purposes. Do you want to try 12 on your own, or shall we do that one together as well?
Would you mind going through it with me?
I don't mind it. I do not mind at all.
Okay, that would be awesome. Just to make sure I get it.
I don't mind at all.
I'm just kind of going to do it with you, though, just to make sure I'm understanding.
Please do. And I bet your writing will be so much prettier than this on here.
Ew, I highly doubt it.
Oh. Okay, here we go. All right. So negative B is going to be the opposite of -11, which is going to give us a positive 11, right?
Right.
Plus or minus, and then the square root of B squared, which is -11 squared. -11 squared. Why? Why can I not write a 2 on this screen to save my life? If my life depended upon it, Adriana, I do not think that I could write. Hey,
there you go. I think it's because you're trying to do like the fancy little cursive too.
Maybe.
I
don't know how to make a 2 any other way. I don't know. You know, when you've been making them that way for so long.
I know. I usually switch it up because, I don't know, I'm probably the only person in the world that does this, but I get bored of writing the same way. So I have to like switch it up every once in a while.
There you
That's I
go.
bore myself. I don't know why.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'll switch my twos. I'll try.
Yeah, go for it.
4AC. 4 times 10 times negative 19. Now that's going to be something.
Yeah, 1 second.
No problem.
Mãe, você me precisa? Não, claro que não. Porque tem algumas que eu não estou entendendo ainda. Mas só mais uns 10 minutos e eu termino. Tá bom. Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right. I just went ahead and finished writing out the equation. But I had negative where I had negative 4 times 10 times negative 19 because that's going to be 4AC. And then all over 2 times 10, which is 2A.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. I love you. Y'all be careful wherever you're going. And then we have 11 plus or minus, and then the square of negative 11 is a positive 121. And then we have 4 times 10 times negative 4 times 10 times negative 19, which is going to give us
positive 760 is what I got.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Positive 760 all over 20.
Okay.
So inside the square root, I have 881 all over 20. Okay, there's a part of me that wants to quit here because I see an answer C, but I will tell you that typically what you would do in a situation like this is, but maybe I should go ahead and factor it all out. But the first thing that you're going to do is try to factor that 881. So first of all, I'll start with my lowest prime number that would begin factoring, because obviously the lowest is 1, but
right.
The second lowest is 2. It's not divisible by 2. The divisibility test for 3 is for all the digits to add up to be something that would be divisible by 3. So 8 plus 8 plus 1 is 17 and not divisible by 3. And I know that it's not divisible by 5. And if it's not divisible by 3 and 2, it's not divisible by 6 either. So in all honesty, I can kind of quit here because it appears as if 881 is not factorable by the first few prime numbers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, and on this case, we kind of have a blessing because we have an option there that looks very familiar to our answer, which is C.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
But you do need to run through those divisibility checks. Were you familiar with the divisibility checks?
Probably not, since I don't know what that means. So I probably should.
Okay. Well, I do have a poster in my room behind my desk that is very, very small. But I will post it on Google Classroom, like a picture of it, and post it. But the divisibility rules are the rules that give you a guideline as to checking whether a number can be easily divisible by a number with no remainder. And obviously the divisibility rule for 2 is for the number to be even, to be an even number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then the divisibility rule for 3 is to, if all of the digits in the number, so like 881, by 3. In this case, it was 17 and not divisible by 3. But let's just say, for instance, it was 8 plus, say it was 882. Well, it would have been divisible by 2 also.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was 882, 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 2 more is 18. So that number is divisible by 3 because 18 is divisible by 3.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. And then another thing, I also know it's divisible by 6 because any number that's divisible by both 2 and 3 is divisible by 6.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there's all kinds of these little quirky rules, and the reason why we have them is when you get ready to factor, sometimes it's nice to have a starting point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's why we have divisibility rules.
Okay, that makes sense. I only have time for a few more because I've been doing math for 3 hours.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, I know. And I have a volleyball game, and I have to help my mom with her little volleyball team before my game. So I only have like 2 more hours to do school.
Oh, angel girl. Okay. All right, let's hit a few.
Yeah. Let me see. Can we do 19? Because I got through like half of it. And yeah, can we just do number 19?
Yes. Okay, sketch the graph of each function. All right, the best place to start. And I will tell you, you can use your graphing calculator tomorrow.
Awesome.
So let's do it, where you have, where we're actually looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have a really fast question.
Okay.
Were you the teacher? Because I sent you an email, but then math lab started like 2 minutes later. Were you the teacher that said that we would be having a quiz or a test that was open notes soon, or was that a different teacher?
Composition book that you've used for, Lord, please help me to think.
Videos and notes?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Help me, Jesus, for the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense? Oh, okay. Okay. So, what we would do here is you want to begin by finding the vertex. Do you remember how to find the vertex?
To be honest, there's very little I remember about like what I even ate for breakfast, so no.
Okay. So, the vertex, the x part is going to be the b over 2a. Does that ring a bell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's for the axis of symmetry, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So is it coming back at all?
The axis of symmetry part, that's the part where I stopped, was where I had to find the vertex. Because I had gotten the axis of symmetry and the 2 bottom points of the parabola. I just couldn't find the vertex.
Oh, okay. So the formula is negative b over 2a.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we do that, the negative b, that's going to be the opposite of negative 8, which is 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see the net here? Let's do negative b over 2a. So you've got the opposite of negative 8, which is going to give me a positive 8. And then 2 times a negative 2 is going to be negative 4.
Mm-hmm.
So my x, or my vertex, the x part is 2, is negative 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's my x part. And so in order to find the y, I simply plug in my negative 2 back into my equation, which is negative 2 times negative 2 squared, which is 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then negative 8 times negative 2 is a positive 16. Yes?
Right.
Minus 6. So we've got negative 8 plus 16, which is a positive 8. And then minus 6 is 2. So my vertex is negative 2, 2. Okay? So 1, 2. So my vertex is here. Stop.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay?
Yeah, that just took a second, but I understand.
Okay, and then my axis of symmetry is going to be here. And then I've just got to find some points. So I know it's going to go, the easiest point to get is obviously where is it going to cross the y-axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to cross the y-axis at negative 6. I'm going to go back and put my vertex in a little darker. Okay. And remember, the axis of symmetry all the way down says that my points are going to be even on both sides, right? Remember
Right.
that part?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So really, I mean, I can plug in another one. I could plug in one. But in all honesty, if you really want to do it quickly, you could just go over and do that because they're even. Would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, those were the 2 points I got. Oh, okay. So I don't necessarily have to find other 2 points.
I am okay if you write the vertex and then the AOS equals X equals negative 2.
Oh, that is great.
So if you give me the vertex and you give me some points, I'm good. And then do you want me to walk you through just double checking it on your calculator?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you have your calculator handy?
Yeah, I do. It's right here.
Okay, so hit y equals.
Mm-hmm.
It should take you to I have a whole bunch of y's in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you'll actually type in the negative, which is, do you know where that is?
Yes, I do.
2x squared. Do you know where the x is?
Yeah, it just took a second, but I got it now.
Minus 8x minus 6. And then you're going to hit the graph button and it should graph your parabola.
Okay, 1 second because yeah, just 1 sec.
No problem.
There we go. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm really slow at stuff like this.
No, 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 no. Please, please, please take your time.
Okay, I got it. Now then you just hit graph?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Oh, yay, we were right.
Yes.
Yay. I mean, not that I didn't expect this to be because you are a math teacher and all,
Well, that's okay.
Like,
you know what? I make mistakes all the time, Angel. I do. I'm still human. You know, I just,
you're just a human that happens to be really good at math.
well, I'm a human that has practiced math a lot. I really think that's the big difference for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've practiced it.
Yeah,
A lot.
I have one more. Can we just go down to 21?
We absolutely.
And do that one. And then I need to go finish school so I could go do volleyball. Yay.
Yes. And I do want to tell you one other thing on number 20,
Hmm.
slightly different than the other ones in the fact that it is already in what we call the intercept form. And so it's good. Your intercept is going to be -4 because it's the opposite of what's in here.
Hmm.
And then a +3. That's going to be your vertex. So your AOS is going to be x equals -4 because it's already kind of given.
Oh, isn't that like taking the H and the K?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, and then you can kind of do everything, as we did before. You can also graph it in your graphing calculator. You can do all of that. But because it was in a slightly different format, I wanted to at least address it,
Yeah,
before we moved on.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Just to make sure in case you go back and review this later and you don't have me, but which you're more than welcome to email me just like you did before. But let's do 21.
Okay,
All right,
awesome.
21, it says identify each complex number graphed. And so we have this number, this graphed right here. And the real number is the x-axis and the imaginary is the y. So if looking at this particular one, I'm going to go over on the real side, -3, and I'm going to go up on the imaginary 1. And so, what we understand about coefficients on variables is that we don't always write them. So, I've got a -3 as my real number, and there's only one with a -3 in it. And it went up 1, which means we've gone in the positive direction. So, my 1i is my answer.
Oh, so it's just identifying it, no solving. That makes sense. I was like,
Yep.
what is there to solve? Okay.
There's nothing to solve. You're just looking for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
Okay. Well, awesome. We covered basically all of like the sections that I had questions on,
Uh huh.
which was every section, so my bad. But anyway, we went through all of those, so I need to go finish because I've only got down one subject. So
Okay. And you did notice that I do have the answers attached. Or
no, I
did I? No,
didn't.
I didn't. I handed those out. I will actually attach the answers
Okay,
because
awesome.
here they are. I don't know if you even want to screenshot that while it's up, or I don't know if you want to, but I will post them.
Yeah, I'll probably just wait till you post them because I don't know how to work laptops that well. My phone is really crappy, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that way you'll at least know whether you're right or wrong. And if
Okay,
you have a
awesome.
question, you can email me. I'll be praying that you get the rest of your stuff done.
Yes, please.
And have
I
a wonderful day and good luck at the volleyball game.
yes, thank you. You should come to one sometime.
I need to.
I know, yeah.
What time is the volleyball game tonight?
Tonight, middle school doesn't have a game. JV is at 5:45, and varsity is at 6:45. It's a home game.
Okay, 5:45 and 6:45.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm writing them down. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you later.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, sweet girl. understand why I can't. Oh, help me, Lord Jesus.